Yo, what's good? Welcome once again to the Smoke Session 612, where we're bringing you all the hip hop news, political news, whatever, all the news, a dumbass of the week, and I'm going to bring to you the all new Stoners Riddle of the Week. Yeah, that's right, something new. So let's roll it up, light it up, pass it over here, and we find out what's going up, what's going down, what's going on all around in the Smoke Session 612. Yo, what's up? This is your man Big Ed. Usually I'm joined by two co-hosts, my guy OG Tim Wilson and my brother Waze, but they couldn't make it this week. OG might be joining in with us. So I'm hoping. But anyways, let's get down to it. This week's hold on, I gotta get it back up again. I had to move from that screen for a second. But this week's Stoner Riddle of the Week is what two words added together contain the most letters? So, as y'all take some time to ponder on that. Now, once again, that's what two words added together contain the most letters. As you guys ponder on that, we're going to go ahead and get started right away with the first dumbass of the week. Now, this dumbass of the week came to me just before the show. There, you can go and find this on the Smoke Session 612 group page on Facebook. So yeah, make sure you go there, check that out. But in a little bit, watch the show first. But the first story comes to us. I don't know where it came from. I saw it on Instagram and it caught my eye. But these two ladies at a Dollar General somewhere ended up getting into a fight. And one was an employee and one was a customer. They ended up getting into an argument. The employee said something about the customer's mother, and the customer commenced to whooping the employee's ass. After getting her ass whooped, she decided to run behind the counter, grabbed a pistol, came back out, and shot the customer. With other customers in the store. It makes no fucking sense. You got all these witnesses around, and you just gonna shoot somebody. Why not just call the police? You the store. Police is always gonna be on the store side anyways, in my experience. So that is my first dumbass of the week. That's number one. Number two is a man who went fishing with his buddy, and he ended up killing his buddy because he thought his buddy was gonna feed him the Bigfoot. Now, I'm not saying that Bigfoot don't exist, but I'm saying there's no proof of Bigfoot yet. No definitive proof. So, I don't know why in the fuck you gonna kill your buddy over possibly getting fed to Bigfoot and Bigfoot ain't nowhere around. Now, it'd be different if Bigfoot was standing right there in front of me. and he was saying, here, eat him and let me go. Yeah, that'd be different. But Bigfoot ain't nowhere around. Ain't nobody seen Bigfoot definitively. People have claimed they have. But definitively, nobody's seen Bigfoot. So why in the hell you gonna kill your buddy over some shit like that? Now you ain't got a fishing buddy. Now what you gonna do? Besides sit in prison. So those are my first two dumbasses of the week. So that brings me to the first story of the week. And man, I wish OG was here because he would like this story. Uh the story comes from to us from Hip Hop DX. Questlove to direct the Sly Stone documentary. He says Sly's creative legacy is in my DNA. So Questlove from the Roots is set to direct the documentary of the life of Sly Stone. I know for one, OG would probably be interested in seeing that. I know I'm interested in seeing that because my dad, he was a big Sly Stone fan, Sly and the Family Stone fan. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Let me see something real quick here. Uh-oh. Where'd he go? There you go. Okay, just had to check and make sure. But yeah, so Questlove set to direct the Sly Stone movie documentary. Looking forward to seeing that. We'll probably bring that up another time with OGs with us. Let's see what else is in the news. Uh, Here we go. So far, Hip Hop DX has put together a list of the greatest albums the not the greatest albums, the best albums that have come out in 2022 so far. So we're gonna go through a couple of those. If you got any comments on them, go ahead, drop them in the comments on YouTube, and we'll make sure we get back to you. I'm also in the chat, so you can see it. So I'll see them come up in the chat. So go ahead in the chat and let me know. But so far, the best albums of oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Best rap albums of 2022 so far. Drum Music in Zion by Lupe Fiasco. Haven't heard it yet, but I am going to go check it out. A lot of these artists I've never heard of, but Lupe I have heard of, and he's one of my favorite artists, so I'm going to check that one out for sure. Ooh, hold on just 1 second. OG, what's up? There you go. I'm glad I went back to look.
What up, though? I've been here for
What
the
up,
long.
though,
I
OG?
didn't watch the whole show.
Oh, okay.
I've been here from the beginning. Somebody, I wish OG was here to hear this story. Like, nigga, I'm here.
Well, that's because I was looking at the story. My bad.
Oh, good. I'm eating some popcorn.
Okay. So what'd you think about that first story, real quick? Questlove. Yep. Questlove directing the Sly Stone documentary.
I like it because I know that Questlove has a lot of respect for the arts. He has a lot of respect for Sly Stone and the family, Sly and the Family Stone, I should say. I think it's cool for Sly to get his flowers while he's still amongst the living. Sly got his money. He went radio silent. He been quiet for a while.
Yeah, we ain't heard nothing from him.
He got his money and dipped. So I think it's kind of cool, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a big fan of their music. You know, what can I say? He got some classics.
Oh yeah. Did you hear the dumbasses?
No, I actually had to leave during the dumbasses so that I could register.
Oh, okay.
Because it wouldn't let me comment.
Okay.
So I had to register.
The dumbasses. The first one was the employee at a Dollar General, who shot the customer after they got into a fight and she got her ass whooped. That was the first dumbass.
Okay.
The second dumbass.
So she lost her job and her freedom.
Yep.
Okay.
The second dumbass is the man who went fishing with his buddy and killed his buddy because he thought he was going to feed him the Bigfoot. I see you had to grasp that one real quick.
Okay.
So those are the first two dumbasses.
So did his buddy know that he was out of his damn mind?
I mean, there must have been some type of sign.
I mean, because you don't just randomly all of a sudden say, "Nigga, you trying to feed me the Bigfoot?" If you wasn't crazy already.
Or if they're smoking meth.
Speaking of which, I'm about to pop me a gummy.
I'm for the light up too.
I'm gonna pop me a gummy so I can see Bigfoot. Damn it. I'm about to exit the stage because I need a beer.
Okay.
All right. I'll be back.
All right. I'll be here. In fact, why don't we just take a quick break real quick so I can compose myself. We'll be right back on the Smoke Session 6 with 2. I am your man, Big Ed. That's OG, and we'll be right back.
Come back. I'm the only nigga here. What's
Yep.
going on with that?
I'm here. I'm here. I didn't go nowhere.
I'm in the catbird seat. Where did you're gone somewhere?
No, I was
Came back. It wasn't nobody here.
I just clicked on something real quick, and yeah, it took me off the screen for a second, but I'm here. I was here.
Now I
See,
look
it's-
like the host.
Oh shit! I just noticed that.
Yeah, we switched seats. I'm in the catbird seat now. My goddamn show.
I just noticed that it did switch seats. But here, and then you can do this, and see now I'm in the bigger seat. But as I noticed you were on, I was just sorry. There's this website called Hip Hop DX, and they put together a list of what they say was their top 22 albums in hip hop for 22.
Okay.
And I was figuring that I was gonna go through some of them.
All right.
Some of them I've heard of, some of them I haven't.
All right.
Let's start off with, in no particular order.
Oh, I want them in order.
Okay.
Okay. All right. At least the top 10 in order.
Okay, I'll do the top 10 in order. But have you heard of Pink Seafood?
No. And I don't even like pink seafood. I like my seafood all the way cooked.
Exactly. It's got to be white. He put out an album called Gumbo.
I like gumbo.
Oh yeah, I love gumbo. Crab, and okra, and crawdads. And
I
yeah,
don't like okra.
I don't like okra too much, but I will put it in my gumbo.
I won't eat your gumbo. I don't like okra. I don't like okra in my gumbo. I don't like okra in shit.
Tyler the Creator put out an album
I've heard of him.
called "Call Me If You Get Lost." I've heard good things about it. I haven't heard it myself.
Why my box so damn small, man? I can barely fit in this damn thing. This thing goes with a joke too far.
There we go. uh, but yeah, Tyler the Creator put out an album called "Call Me If You Get Lost." That was number 20. I'm surprised that is number 20 over Pink Seafood, which is like number 18.
Why?
I have no clue because I've never heard of Pink Seafood.
But that don't so because you ain't never heard of them,
I,
then it should be is the other one should be better, should be higher.
well, I'm
That's big head logic. If I never heard big head logic,
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna listen to a couple of these albums. I'm gonna look for Pink Seafood, but yeah, I don't know. Tyler the Creator is too creative, and he's got too many. He's got too good of a style.
it don't mean that this album is better.
I'll check them both out. I'll check them both out.
Matter of fact, I'll say this: there has been artists that I've never heard of that have made better projects than artists I have heard of. So just because I heard of them,
Okay,
unless I've heard the actual project
right,
and can say no, this album is not better than that one, I can't call it.
right. Uh, Wale put out an album
Like
called
Wale.
Folarin 2. I know on that album he does have a song that he well, you can't even say he sampled it. It's a song called "Poke It Out" that is has the
I've heard
exact
that.
same has the exact same beat as Q-Tip's "Vibrant Thing."
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that. I got
Yep.
that.
Yeah,
I got that.
I like that. I like that one. Juice World put out a post
Posthumous.
posthumous there we go, posthumous album called "Fighting Demons." According to my son, is good. I haven't heard too much from it.
I can't. I cannot say that I've ever been a fan of his, but again, I'm not the end all be all. So,
Right.
but
Uh,
there's nothing that he's made that I could say I was a fan of.
right. We forgot to do something. Cheers.
I wasn't here, man. How do we ain't forget?
I just thought about it because I was thirsty. Uh, Nas and Hit Boy made an album called Magic. That was right above Juice WRLD's album.
So here's my issue.
Hmm?
If I have heard of these artists, and some of them big names, but I didn't know you had an album, it's probably trash. That's the way I look at it.
Right.
I probably give more credence to the ones that I never heard of. I didn't even know
Okay.
you had an album of it. It's probably trash.
Right. I can see a reason with that. Earl Sweatshirt. That's a hell of a name. Earl Sweatshirt.
Earl Sweatshirt.
Yep. Came out with an album called Sick.
Damn. Nigga, Earl Sweatshirt. I like that name.
You heard me say it's a hell of a name.
The nigga name is Earl Sweatshirt. How can you not? How can you not root for a guy named Earl Sweatshirt?
One of my favorite shows used to be My Name is Earl. For some reason, it's just that name.
Why do I
I
remember
guess.
that name? Something about that I remember. I think I remember that.
Yeah,
For
that
some
show was
reason that rings a bell.
that show was funny as hell. It was about a white dude who gets all these fucked up jobs and fucks them all up and fucks his family all up. And yeah, it's crazy as shit.
I don't think I've ever seen the show, and now that you're describing it, but I remember that name.
Lives in a trailer court.
Remember that title.
Uh Kendrick Lamar put out an album. Uh, where'd it go? It was Mr. Something. Where'd it go? It was up here.
Kendrick Lamar did put out an album. And I'm familiar with that one.
Mr.
Uh,
Morale and the Big Steppers.
I am familiar with the fact that he put an album out. I didn't hear it though. I haven't heard any of this shit.
Yeah.
I don't think I've heard a new album this whole year.
Oh damn. A lot of
I'm too
people,
old for new music. I like old shit. I'm an old
right?
nigga. I like old shit.
Right. A lot of people have said about this Kendrick Lamar album that it's a little too lyrical. I don't know how you could be lyrical.
I'm not. You know, I'm the wrong one because I've never been a huge Kendrick Lamar fan anyway. So
Right.
I've always thought he was a bit overrated,
Okay.
and that's just me. I know that's my island.
Yeah,
I live on it.
a, a lot of the times I see Kendrick Lamar as being too smart for rap.
Mm, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
If you say so, I don't. I won't take it there, but that's on you. You're entitled to that.
Right. Another artist, his album ended up right underneath Kendrick Lamar's, Quell Chris, with the album called Death Fame.
I've heard of Quail, Chris.
You should have, because he's from Detroit.
Okay, I've heard of him. I know I've heard of him.
Not saying that you should know every artist from Detroit, but yeah, he's
I
from
know.
Detroit. So, uh,
I know I've heard that name, so could be because I've heard it locally.
they put French Montana and Harry Fraud Montega ahead of Kendrick Lamar. I know for damn sure I haven't heard anything off of that album. I want to know how they put together this list of the best 22 albums of
I don't
2020.
know. Maybe they listen to them all, unlike us.
Yeah, maybe. You know whose album I didn't see on here?
Who?
Drake's. I haven't seen the Drake album on here. Uh, they got the best album of
Now, what
2022.
number are you on? Are you in the top 10?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even know you was in the top 10.
Oh,
Thanks for counting them down and shit.
sorry.
You know, it helps when you got a list that you say, okay, at number 9, at number 8,
Right.
it helps when you do a list.
Uh, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4,
He has no idea.
5. I'm on number 6 right now, and I actually been skipping through the top 10.
Oh,
Sorry.
shit.
Sorry. But also in the top 10, they got It's Almost Dry by Pusha T. An artist that Waze brought up a couple weeks ago, Action Bronson with Cocodrillo Turbo. I like Action Bronson for his food show better than I do his music. Black Star with No Fear of Time.
I
Black
ain't
Star.
heard none of this shit.
Black Star ain't that Talib Kweli and Most Def? It don't say their names in the article. It just says Black Star.
Okay, I'm gonna take their word for it.
But those are supposedly the top 22 albums of 2022 so far.
Of which he named about 7.
Oh no, I named more than 7.
You ain't named 22. You ain't even named the top 10. We have no idea what the top 10 are. But I don't go back because I don't want to know now. I'm exhausted on this list.
Jay-Z says he doesn't charge people for guest verses.
Say what?
Jay-Z says he doesn't charge for guest verses.
So if you want Jay-Z to come in and drop on your cut, he don't charge you.
That's what he says.
Well, could be true.
He says fatherhood changed everything for him. He said all this on the Heart to Heart show.
I can see it being true, but I guess the difference is uh, he probably got to know who you are before he even bother doing it. I mean, I ain't gonna charge you for it, or I'm just gonna say no. If I say yeah, I'll do it. But the average person gonna get an absolute no.
So he ain't gonna be doing no verses for King Trey.
Man, King Trey. I thought about that dude today, man. So, man, it's hard to tell the story because you already know it. But this dude gave me nothing. I was so disappointed in him that day, man. We were really having a good interview. We really had a decent interview. It was a good interview, and then
And then it turned into Little Uzi Vert.
the motherfucker said that I just asked for one anything, and he gave me nothing.
Right.
But I got something for you.
What's that?
A couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago, actually, um, we talked about on the What Up Though show about Drake, and I played a clip of Drake biting other rappers, other people's raps,
Uh-huh.
and a comment was made by you like, "That's it. That's why it's not a real rapper," or something you said to that effect. And I said, "Well, you might want to hold off because there's somebody else out there that's been caught up and called out on biting too."
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot because I said I was going to bring it back the following week, and then the following week we ended up not doing the show, and then a week after that we didn't do the show. Then a week after that we did it on 2 days late, and I forgot all about it. And then last week I kind of bumped into tripped over something that reminded me.
Okay.
And if you don't mind, I'd like to share this with
Go
you
ahead.
all. It's about 5 minutes long, though, just to give you a heads up.
Okay.
But this is one of your favorite rappers, a rapper that has a lot of respect in the industry. One of the top, probably sits in most people's top 5, definitely in everybody's top 10. Yet he's biting like a motherfucker. And
Okay.
you're going to be surprised. Oh, shit. It's not going to play. I got to find it again. Hold up. I'll find it. I'll bring it back. I
Okay.
downloaded it from this site, and something's wrong with that site. They've been flagged or something. They must have been flagged for downloads. Because I could have just. I'm gonna play it. I got it though. I got you.
Okay.
I got it on something else. I'm gonna come right back to it.
Okay.
You can move
Man,
on.
I remember the story that you was talking about.
You can move on. I'm gonna come back to it.
All right. New albums that are coming out. because I like to highlight new albums. Too bad I can't play none of them. But new albums coming out this week. Uh, there's new albums from CMG, Steve Lacy, DJ Premier, Rowdy Rebel, Bobby Shmurda, Hit Boy,
Schmurder.
Redman's got something new coming out. Joey Badass got something new coming out.
Smurder.
So it's a lot of new music coming out. So, head to your streaming services or wherever you get your music from. Check those out.
Okay. You ready for this?
Yep.
All right, here we go. We're gonna play it straight. No chase.
I'm not a biter, I'm a writer for myself and others. I say a big verse, I'm only bigging up my brother. I'm not a biter, I'm a writer. I'm not a biter, I'm a writer. I'm not a writer, I'm a biter. I'm not a writer, I'm a biter, I'm a biter.
When the Remy's in the system, ain't no telling. When I fuck 'em, will I diss 'em? That's what these hoes yelling. I'm a pimp by blood, not relation. Y'all still chase on, I replay songs.
When the Remy's in the system, ain't no telling. When I fuck 'em, will I diss 'em? That's what they be yelling. I'm a pimp by blood, not relation. Y'all be chasing, I replay songs. I'm not a writer, I'm a biter.
Gon' blast tweezers, ask questions last. That's how most of these so-called gangsters pass. Thou shalt not with North Sea Papa. Feel 1,000 deaths when I drop ya.
Thou shalt not with raw me or he face 1,000 deaths. I'm not a writer, I'm a biter.
Your reign on the top was short like leprechauns as I crush so-called willies, thugs, and rapadons.
Your reign on the top was shorter than leprechauns.
Ain't no other kings in this rap thing, they siblings, nothing but my children. One shot, they get the parent.
Ain't no other kings in this rap thing, you kidding? Nothing but my children. One shot, it disappearing. I'm not a writer, I'm a biter.
Think about it while the streets you roam is Don P's and Christie's and the fridge when you get home.
Everybody while the streets you roam is Don P and on me in the fridge when you get home. I'm not a writer, I'm a biter.
Cause I see some ladies tonight that should be having my baby bag. Baby bag.
I see some ladies tonight that should be rolling with Chasing.
Isn't this great? Your flight leaves at 8, my flight lands at 9, my game just arrived.
Isn't this great? My flight leaves at 8, her flight lands at 9, my game just rewind.
Them rings and things you sing about, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth.
Write it, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. I'm not a writer, I'm a biter.
On the road to riches and diamond rings, real niggas do real things. Hanging with the bitches is the song I sing. Real niggas do real things.
On the road to riches and diamond rings, real niggas do real things. Hanging with the honeys is the song I sing. Real niggas do real things.
Alarm to a lemon, my DC women bringing in 10G minimums to condos with elevators in it.
A lime to a lemon, my VA women. Woke up with no low liners cause my condo with elevators in them. I'm not a writer, I'm a fighter. I'm not a writer, I'm a fighter. I'm not a writer, I'm a fighter.
From the depths of the sea, back to the black Snoop Doggy Dogg, funky at the dot. Went solo on that ass, but it's still the same. Long Beach is the spot where I serve McCain.
When the crab was down at AC, back on the block, Jay-Z, motherfucker from the rock. Went solo on that ass, but it's still the same. Brooklyn be the place where I serve them things.
Fighting lines like is I and I am him. Slim with the tilted brim. What's my motherfucking name?
He is I and I am him. Slim with the tilted rim.
Guess who's back in the motherfucking house with a fat for your motherfucking mouth? Hold recognized.
Guess who's back in my motherfucking house? Half black, half white chick, I call her Minnie Mouse. Game recognized, game hoes do too. I'm not a writer, I'm a writer for myself and others.
Gather round, party goers, as if you're still living, and get on down to the old Slick River.
Gather round, hustlers, that's if you're still living, and get on down to that old chick river.
Fighting lines like
Now, in these times, well, at least to me, there's a lot of people out here trying to sound like Ricky D.
In these times, well, at least to me, There's a lot of rappers out there trying to sound like Jay-Z.
So up we go, let the trumpets blow, and hold on because the driver of the mission is a pro. The ruler's back.
So off we go, let the trumpets blow, and hold on because the driver of the mission is a pro. The ruler's back. I'm not a writer, I'm a writer.
Money is a homie nigga, a navy nigga.
Rockefeller is the army, better get the navy. I'm not a writer, I'm a writer.
All I got for hoes is hard and bubble gum.
All I got for chicks hard and bubble gum. I'm not a writer, I'm a writer.
I came to the fork in the road and went straight.
I drove by the fork in the road and went straight. I'm not a writer, I'm a writer.
Competition is none. I remain at the top like the sun, and I burn whoever come in the chambers.
White lines like
Competition knows none. I remain at the top like the sun, and I burn whoever come in my chambers of torture. I'm not a writer, I'm not a writer, I'm a writer.
Suede Timbs on my beats makes my cipher complete.
Rest dots on my feet make a cipher complete.
Damn.
Come, get some, you little bum. I take the cake, but you can't get a crumb.
Come,
That's why Nas killed
you
him.
little bums. I take the cake from under the baker's thumb. I'm a writer.
From the womb to the tomb, presume the unpredictable. Guns salute life rapidly, that's the ritual.
From the womb to the tomb, from now to my doom. Bring army for one cup, pass it around the room. That's the ritual. I'm not a writer. I'm not a writer. I'm a writer.
Payback, I knew you from way back. Witness me strapped with Max, knew I wouldn't play that.
Payback. I know you from way back. Niggas want to clown with the pound and don't play that. I'm not a writer, I'm a writer for myself and others. I say a big verse, I'm only bigging up my brother, bigging up my barrel. I'm big enough to do it, I'm that thorough. Plus I know my own flow is foolish. What more can I say?
Yo, so that's what I'm saying right there.
Damn.
That's a large archive on the Jigga Man.
Man, he bit everybody.
And he bit Biggie
Slick
like
Rick.
crazy.
He bit Slick Rick.
Yes. Snoop, Pop.
And then wrote rhymes for Snoop.
And ate chunks out of Big.
Man. It's like Big's whole catalog.
No shit. Like took one line out of every song.
God damn. And I thought Drake was bad.
I told you that shit was worse.
Man. How he get away with it for so long?
I have no idea, man.
Because I have never heard anybody call him out. Nobody.
Cameron, but who listens to him?
Niggas that wear pink.
Exactly.
But it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Something going on. But in another news story, Ice Cube. And in fact, actually, hold on. I'll hold on to that real quick. I'll be right back. Let me see. Let's do this one. Be right back on the Smoke Session 612. I am your man Big Ed. Be right back. Back here on the Smoke Session 612. I am Big Ed. That's OG. Everything all right?
Everything good.
Okay. Shit, that reminds me. I gotta say, rest in peace to the two young kids that lost their life today because their daddy ran from the cops.
Damn.
Yeah, police were chasing it. That's actually that segues right into the third dumbass of the week. Dude's a murder suspect and decided to
Well,
take the
before you
police.
go on to the dumbass of the week, finish the story you was telling.
Oh, the Ice Cube story.
No, the guy that got killed today.
That's this is it.
Okay.
This is it. Uh, dude decided to run from the police because he was wanted for murder. Had his 2 kids in the car.
Damn.
Car flipped. 2 kids died. And the dad sitting there on the fucking on the wall in handcuffs, smiling, laughing. Oh, that wasn't the dad? Oh, sorry, my wife told me that wasn't even their dad. But he was a murder suspect. He had 2 kids in the car. Car flipped and the kids died.
Damn. Yeah, well, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Sorry, all my dumbasses of the week are all fucked up. This week, especially, because these motherfuckers done did some stupid shit. The last dumbass of the week pulls up to his mom's house. His mom's ex-boyfriend is there, trying to get some of his things out the house. He pulls up and just starts shooting at the mom's ex-boyfriend. Mom's ex-boyfriend gets hit in the jaw. He runs and hides behind mom. And dudes kept shooting at him.
So he shoots the mom.
Yep. The boyfriend was shooting back. So it hasn't come out which bullets killed her, but the mom got shot 10 times in the ordeal. So now he done lost his mom, and he's going to prison.
Damn.
The thing about it is, all of these stories, the only one that involves white people is the one with Bigfoot.
I mean, that's a real fucked up story, actually. I mean, that's fucked up that this lady got killed. I had a dumbass. It's a little lighter than that. It's not all blood and guts and murder. Nobody dies in this story. This guy went and robbed a CVS in Detroit, and the worker there said, "Here, man, take everything. Take the pills too. Take all this shit. Take it all." They took all the shit. Took the money. Took the pills and shit. Took off. Well, one of those pills had a tracker in it. One of those pill bottles had a tracker in it.
Oh, damn.
He set that nigga up. He set that nigga up well.
Yeah, he did.
He set his ass up.
Well, that's because, man, pharmacies have been getting hit like a motherfucker.
He set his ass up.
At least up here they have.
Take it off, man. Take all this shit.
Yeah, pharmacies have been getting hit up a lot up here, at least. People seeking these opiates and shit. Yeah. I don't know what the big deal is. I couldn't wait to get off them motherfuckers when I got them for my foot. So that's probably one thing that all of these stories have in common with them too. That somebody was either high or drunk. And that's fucked up coming on the show that's called the Smoke Session. You know?
Well, that means you know what we're gonna be up to after the show. We're going to start some shit, do some dumb shit.
Speaking of dumb shit, you probably missed the first segment, the very first segment of the show, where I introduced a new segment called the Stoner Riddle of the Week.
I actually, like I said, saw the whole thing. I
Oh,
was here from the beginning. I was here from the
okay.
theme song. I was here
Okay.
the entire time.
Okay. So do you have a guess on what the answer is?
Nope.
Here's a reminder of what the question is. What two words put together have the most letters combined?
I don't know, man. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious and anti-disestablishmentarianism. To put them together, you got the most letters possible.
A post office.
That would be. That would be. So I hit y'all with a riddle the other night, and I never got back around to the answer because I think my gummy kicked in, and I forgot that I had hit y'all with it, and y'all never got it, and I don't think y'all ever would have. But what the riddle was, you have 9 widgets, 9 marbles. I didn't want to say widgets because I said we make it something. 9 marbles.
Mm-hmm.
All of them weigh exactly the same except one. One weighs slightly less than the others. Using a balanced scale 2 times, how do you find the one marble that weighs less than the others? Don't know.
I'll be thinking about this question next week.
They'll be thinking about it all night. Well, I'm going to give you the answer tonight. The last time I forgot to get an answer.
Yeah, I'd be thinking about this one all week.
So since it's a 2-week-old question,
Mm-hmm.
I won't make you that. I won't do that. I did give a hint. I said, think math. Think mathematics. Because once I figured it out, it came down to simple math, and I was like, actually, that makes all the sense in the world. 9 is a perfect square.
Mm-hmm.
So you take 3 and 3, put them on the balance scale. What's going to happen?
Either they're going to balance or they're going to be off.
And if they're off,
Switch out a marble.
nope. If they're off, okay. So I put 3 on this side, 3 on this side, and they're both the same. I take those 6, I throw them out. I take 2 of the last 3 and sit them on the scale. If they weigh the same, I throw those out. The one that's left is the one that weighs different.
Yep.
Or if I put them on the 3 on the 6 on the scale, and one weighs more than the other, well, I take those 3 out, and I take the 3 that I didn't put on the scale out because I know that one of these 3 is the
Right.
one. Then I take 2 of those, put 1 on each side, boom. Only using the scale twice, I figured out which one of the 9 marbles weigh less.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Divided into 3s.
Yep. Yeah.
It'll work.
Now I'm sitting here watching that in my head.
Yeah, he's watching it in his head now. That's because that fucking blunt then kicked in.
Right. Did you know? Thank you. Did you know that Ice Cube almost played O-Dog in Menace to Society?
No, but I know that Tupac did.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. But yeah, Ice Cube had turned down the role.
Tupac didn't turn the role down. Tupac was originally cast as O-Dog.
I did not know that.
And he was making changes that the Hughes brothers from Detroit, they are the producers of uh, Minister Society.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying some changes that he thought should be made. This ain't real, that ain't real. And basically they were like, bruh, this is our movie, not yours. Just run the act, run the lines.
Right.
And he got mad at him and he beat one of them up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Pac beat one of them up and he got fired. And that's how he and they brought in
Lorenz Tate.
Lorenz Tate.
Wow.
Who then took off after that.
Yeah. Because man, he played
Turned
the
out to
shit
be a
out
very
that
good
role.
actor. Huh?
Yeah, he played the shit out of that role.
I didn't realize how good he was in that role until I saw him doing other stuff.
Right.
I was like, well, that was totally out of character for him. He ain't nothing like that.
Shit, when he played what's his name? Damn, what's the singer he played?
He played Frankie Lyman.
Frankie Lyman. I almost said Frankie Valli. I don't know why.
Because it was Frankie. It was one of them damn Frankies.
Right. He played Frankie Lyman in
Why Do Fools Fall in Love?
Why Do Fools Fall in Love.
Great movie. One of my favorite movies of his. Actually.
Yep. And then now you see him as what's his name? In Power.
True. Yeah, he's the politician.
Right. That's 3 different types of roles that he's damn good at. And I like
That's
him as
true.
a snaky politician.
That's true. And when he was but being that I had never seen him before, you just took Old Dog as being his character. That's who he is.
Right.
And then the next time I saw him, he was doing a TV show, South Central. He was on a TV show called South Central. It was a sitcom, and I was like, "He's Old Dog is in it." And I was like, "Damn, he don't look like he's not acting like Old Dog.
He ain't got dreads or nothing.
You know, he's not acting like Old Dog. He ain't
Where does
shoot nobody.
Twist go?
He ain't even twist no. He ain't even shoot nobody. He don't even sound the same."
No.
And then I saw him in a movie, and I was like, "Okay,
Dead Presidents?
The dude can act. A Dead Presidents." And I was like, "The dude can act. He's not. That was just a character he was playing." And I was and seeing him grow from there just amazed me how well he did that character. That I literally thought that was him.
Right. Well, because actually at that time, a lot of black actors were getting typecast. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So,
that's not at that time. That's ever. I'm sorry for all the noise, folks. I was taking my stand off my mic.
But at that time, though, in the early 90s, early to mid 90s, it was really prevalent, though. You know, either you had to be a gangster type.
Name the era that it wasn't. Name the era that it wasn't. You either had to be the butler or you had to be the maid back in the 50s. In the 60s, you
But
had to be.
Shaft and Foxy Brown were law enforcement.
Yeah, okay, but there was also Superfly. They all had to.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
all had to be fly. You know, there was a whole lot of it.
Yeah.
Damn, there you go again.
Ooh, shit going down.
Fuck yeah. I'm going to assume it's fireworks and let it sit there and see what happens.
Okay.
But it's a whole lot of banging going on.
Ooh, man. Stay safe.
I'm just gonna say it's fireworks and let it go until I hear other noises that is associated with crime.
Right. Berries and cherries for
was-
those who don't know.
Right.
So either that or screaming relatives.
Right.
So I've heard a lot of that lately. So yeah.
Just saying, if it's a crime, there's other noise that comes with crime. You'll hear it. But if it wasn't, then there was fireworks, and I'm going to assume it was.
Right. Um, I did have one album that I did miss that was on that list, and it's another,
One. Okay.
but it's another posthumous album.
Oh, that
Fife
new
Dog,
Tupac album?
no, Fife Dog actually
Oh,
had an album called Forever that
okay.
came out that
Okay.
I didn't know nothing about.
Okay.
So
That would
rest
be
in
an
peace to
interesting
Fife
listen.
Dog.
That would be something interesting to listen to.
Yeah,
Rest in peace to the Fife Dog.
because
Fife Dog?
he didn't have many solo projects at all.
No, he didn't. He
So
did.
I only know of two,
But boy, he was
maybe
fired with
three.
Tribe.
Oh yeah,
My favorite line from the entire Tribe Called Quest catalog was when Fife Dog said, "Pose for the picture, smile, watch the birdie. Your style is incomplete like Vinny Testaverde."
hell no. Wow.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
fireworks. It's fireworks.
I had
Fireworks, people. It's fireworks.
I had one more hip hop story that's been tearing up the internet lately. Funk Flex went at Conway the Machine, issued him a challenge. I'm gonna send you a beat. You got 1 week to bring me up a track. Out of that beef somewhere between Conway the Machine and Funk Flex, an old beef got brought up from Funk Flex and Pete Rock. And I never knew this, but apparently Pete Rock has his name in papers associated with trying to get CL Smooth arrested in London.
My buddy CL Smooth.
Yep.
CL Smooth is the homie.
And it was just a story that just blew my mind when I started going through it. Because Pete Rock and CL Smooth had a long friendship where they made a lot of hits. A lot of hits.
Some classics.
But apparently also Pete Rock never wrote none of his rhymes. It was either CL Smooth wrote his rhymes or DJ Eddie F,
Okay.
who used to be Heavy D's DJ.
Okay.
And yeah, that story just blew my fucking mind because it was a lot of shit that was brought out in that. And Funk Flex even showed the papers.
That's an interesting, man, but that taps also into another conversation that we had. I don't know which show it was on. Well, and you had mentioned that Chris Brown said um, singers can have ghostwriters and rappers can't, or something like that.
Yep.
It was something to that effect.
Yep.
And I was saying he's got a point. He's right, because singers sing songs that's written by other people all the fucking time.
Right.
You know why? Because there are a lot of people, and it's more accepted that there are people that are great at writing songs that can't sing.
Right.
So they will sell these songs to people that can. But it's not as equally as accepted that there's people out there that can write to fuck out some raps and some rhymes, but they can't rap.
Right.
Or they don't have the persona. They don't have something about them, the voice, the persona, whatever it is, the swag. They don't have it. So why is it in hip hop taboo for that man to still make a living and make some money by selling that to somebody who does the same way songwriters do that for singers literally all the time.
Every damn near every song is written by somebody else.
A lot. A
So
lot, a large. I would say. I would say a larger portion. I mean,
Dolly
freaking
Parton,
Motown had a team of songwriters,
right? Shit,
and it was like they weren't the singers. So it was like Motown had it broken down where there's different teams for every job. So they had a team of songwriters that write the songs for the singers.
right. Shit, Dolly Parton wrote Whitney Houston's one of Whitney Houston's biggest hits.
Yep, it happens all the time. It's
So,
commonplace,
yep. Paul McCartney wrote some of Michael Jackson's music.
and it's not frowned upon. It's looked
No,
upon it, and it's because it's culture.
right,
It's always been the culture and the nature of singing. And again, it's not uncommon. It's one thing for somebody to say, "I can write great, but I can't sing." You know that's more understandable. But
right.
in rap, it was always part of the culture from get go. You don't fight. You know, you do your own. You know, it's a
It's got to come
part of the
from the
culture.
dome. It's got to come from the dome.
It's got to come from somewhere in you. It's got to
Right,
come from you. It ain't got to come from the dome. It can come from the heart. As long as it comes from within you. It's
right,
you. You wrote it. This is your words. And the the key to a good songstress or a singer is to take these words, embody them, and bring that emotion across in song when I sing it. The same is true for hip hop. The same is true for rap. That's
hmm
music. You take these words, you embody it. What does this mean to me? How does this make me feel? And be able to express that emotion and those feelings through song
right.
and make people feel it. And me as a great writer of raps, I have a hard time doing that. But him as a great reciter of raps doesn't. That's his gift. My gift is to write, and his gift is to make you feel it, make you feel my words. But it's frowned upon in hip hop and not in singing music. I won't say regular music. I'm in R and
Right,
B. Every other genre of music, every genre outside of hip hop,
right.
literally
Well, shit,
country,
we just saw that.
R&B, rock and roll, blues, every other genre outside of hip hop.
Shit, we just saw that when you played the Billy Joel that one day doing the Biggie.
You gotta remind me. What do you mean?
The you said that was Billy Joel that did the Biggie song.
No, Eric Roberson.
Oh,
Eric Roberson did the
oh,
biggest. Yeah,
okay.
Eric Roberson.
But you see what I'm saying though in that style.
But in that shit, he won. We hyped it up.
Yeah,
We
hell
talked
yeah.
it up. We bigged it up. You know, even though he was doing something. Now, if it was just somebody else doing Biggie, the rapping,
Right, it
we
would have been
might
different.
we would look at it a little slightly different. It's not as it doesn't have that same effect.
Right,
Um,
but yeah, that was cold. That was
yeah,
cold
yeah,
blooded right there.
yeah. That's Eric Roberson.
Okay, shout out to Eric Roberson. Thanks for that.
Yeah, because y'all said y'all never heard of him,
Right,
and I was surprised because
because I'm not on TikTok much.
this ain't TikTok. Eric Roberson is a got hits. Eric Roberson is a singer.
Oh,
He's an artist. He got records out. So
oh
that's
shit.
why I was surprised y'all never heard of Eric Roberson. So that's why I said Google him, look him up. He's got
Oh
some
yeah.
shit out there that's fire. He don't have any huge hits, but he's got some. His shit is fire. His
I'm
shit
gonna
is
check him
fire.
out.
He's a guy to check out. Yeah, I'm telling
Kind
you.
of like, kind of like Kim.
He's in that vein, in that vibe. He ain't big as
Right.
Kim, but he's in that vibe. He ain't got hits like Kim. Kim got a lot more hits. But Kim is
Yeah.
bigger. Kim is bigger. He got bigger hits, but yeah, in that vibe though.
Okay.
He's in that vibe. You know that grown man shit.
Yep.
You know why I ain't ever heard of none of them 22 albums you named? That ain't the grown man shit. I'm a grown ass man.
I feel you.
Name me 22 grown ass man albums, and I might know some.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm into grown people music, man. I'm cool. I'm cool with what they do. The youngsters, I'm cool with that shit.
I'm not.
I am. I'm cool with what they do musically
Mm,
because that's their vibe. I ain't them. I ain't there.
yeah.
I'm not hanging with them. I'm not living their world. I'm not living their life. I don't know. When I go someplace and it ain't nothing but them, I'm out of place. So I get that. The same was
Yeah.
true when I was young and with my music.
Right.
The old folks, my daddy didn't listen to my shit.
See, it was weird because my wife, for my 40th birthday, took me to a Scarface concert. Right. It was at this place called the Caboose, and all of the opening acts were all these new gang type rappers. Right. It's 50 of them on the
It's a
goddamn
horrible
stage.
promoter. Whoever booked that show don't know what the fuck they doing. Okay,
Man,
but anyway, finish.
shit. We was damn near ready to leave up until Scarface came on the stage. When Scarface came on the stage, the whole vibe of the audience and everything changed. It was crazy. It
Yeah,
went from
that show was
young,
booked wrong.
yeah,
The show was booked wrong.
yeah,
You don't bring on Scarface and then put a bunch of new acts in front of him because Scarface is not going to draw a new music audience.
no,
He's not bringing the P1, the 18 to 34. He's bringing 35. He's bringing 32 to 30. You know what I'm saying?
right,
34 to 45, maybe even 50.
yep,
I would go see Scarface.
oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I would patronize that, but I would need to know who else is on the show because I
right,
wouldn't go unless I wouldn't go see him by himself. You got to when you bring Scarface, you line him up with some other old school artists. There's some old
shit,
school artists that need to work.
shit. You
That
lining them
ain't
up,
gonna be expensive, and they
you
got a name for themselves. You can you can
shit.
you can bring on some other old school artists.
You lining them up with Devin the Dude, Tila.
True, true, true. Real inexpensive, very
Yep,
affordable. But the niggas old enough to know who they are
right,
go know Scarface. You know what I'm saying? If anybody who know who not everybody gonna remember who they are. Not everybody gonna know who they are
right,
in the Scarface audience. But the people that do are gonna be people that will be there for Scarface too.
exactly.
It
Shit, when you
ain't gonna
bring,
be the people that know him ain't gonna be there hoping the Juice World make a comeback. It ain't
no,
that ain't his audience.
no,
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the people that know who Devin the Dude and Tila is are Scarface people.
yep.
So yeah, it
You
was
ain't gonna
booked
have
wrong.
Chief Keef opening up for Scarface.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Never.
No,
You
that's
know?
not gonna happen. It's not a good. It's wrong. You're mixing audiences, and that you can't do it.
No.
You can't do it. You shooting with a shotgun instead of a rifle. That's how we
Right.
used to call. That's what we used to call it in marketing. You're shooting with a shotgun instead of a rifle.
Yep.
You got
Shit.
shotgun blast. You try to hit everybody. You're gonna get a little bit of everything. You shoot a rifle. You're gonna hit that motherfucker right in the heart, right where you want to hit it, and you're gonna get all of it.
Right. And in a Scarface show, you want the older crowd anyways.
Of course.
Period.
Period.
So
In a scarf. No. No. I'm gonna correct you, but slightly. At
okay.
a Scarface show, they ain't there for nothing else. It's a Scarface show.
Right.
It's going to be older people there. That ain't what you want. That's what you're gonna get, whether you want it or not. That's what you got.
Right.
You put Scarface. That's what you get and know the crowd. So therefore, let me cater my opening acts to the audience that I got.
Yep.
So that's how I feel about it. That's the way I
Yeah.
see it.
Well, shit, they
But
used all local
I ain't got
people.
no problem with what these young folks do musically. I like some of it. I can't tolerate it all day, but I ain't you. You know what I'm saying? I trust me. I can throw in some shit that they can't tolerate all day.
Right. Oh
That I
yeah.
can't.
Oh, believe me, I've heard about it. I've heard about it a couple times that I've DJed a couple places. So
So it's all good. You know what
I'm
I'm saying?
learning to
It's all good.
diversify.
I played a lot of music in our forum that I had no idea Joe didn't know who these people were. When Joe told me he never heard of Houdini, y'all, you don't understand how tripped out I was.
But see, that's the thing. He's heard of Houdini. He just didn't know Houdini
He
because
told me,
my dad's
well,
listened to all of that.
I'm just saying, out of his mouth, he said he never heard of Houdini.
Yeah.
And I started naming all of these songs, and he knew one.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I'm just saying. So I ain't discrediting what you're saying family wise of his heritage. I'm not questioning it. I'm telling you what happened in our forum. And
Right.
what I'm saying to you is that blew me away. Because I never looked at Joe as being so young that he don't know who Houdini is.
Right.
You know, how do you not know Houdini? You know what I'm saying? And so
You know?
that was an awakening for me. How much of that old, because I played a whole gang of that old school
Oh
shit.
yeah.
How much of that shit was I playing and he ain't know what the fuck I was playing.
Right.
And I'm thinking that everybody know this.
Right.
But that's because I had no idea
I'll compare it.
that he wasn't
I'll
part of my
compare it to
audience.
something that you said to me once. There's a lot of music. This is exactly what you told me. There's a lot of music that you think is from the 90s that's from the 2000s. You just don't know it. That's
I
the
did tell
same
you that.
way. That's the same way Joe is with a lot of music we play. He knows it. He just don't know that he knows it.
That's not what I mean. No, I think that's not a good analogy. That's two different conversations. Because what I'm saying is he's just not old as I thought he was.
Oh no.
And my music is older than I
Right.
thought it was. You follow
Yeah.
me?
Yep.
That's the difference. That's what I'm saying there.
Yeah.
Is that
He was born in the late
so I'm
80s.
playing shit that's from my era, or even, that I'm thinking is universally known, and it was,
Right.
but shit, that shit is Run DMC came out like 40 years ago.
Oh, I know. Shit, I'm 40. I'm
Feel me?
40.
So
I'm
that's what
finna
I'm
be
saying. You don't,
44.
without realizing it, you're playing. You find yourself playing 30-year-old songs and not realizing it because it's all hip hop.
Right.
So you don't realize that damn hip hop is old now.
Right.
This shit was this song's 25 years old. I don't think about that. And I'm talking to somebody that when this song came out, if he was born, he was a baby.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I'm not just talking about, I'm not even talking about Joe in particular anymore.
Oh
I'm
no,
just
because
saying
that's happened with some
in
of the
general.
songs. That's happened
Yeah.
with me and some of the songs you played.
So that's a little different from saying, hey, you remember both eras.
Yeah.
But some of these songs that you think is 90s is actually 2000s. I think you don't realize it because 99 and 2000 is a year apart. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And so there's a whole lot of acts from the late 90s that bled into the 2000s,
Yeah.
into early 2000s. And
Oh,
the early
I
2000s
realized
is fire.
I realized that. Because some of the songs you were playing, I thought was made in like 98, 99.
It's just what I said. Some
Yep.
of early 2000. You know when I realized that the 90s and 2000s were competitive. That's why I had to take you up on it, and I took you up with fire.
Hmm.
It's a radio station channel 47 on XM called Sirius Fly,
Yep.
and all they play is hip hop and R&B from the 90s and 2000s. So listening to that station made me realize, I see you don't understand how much of that shit is in there.
Right.
You don't know. I've been listening to the station, so I know you getting nothing but 90, the 2000s is fire. Got
Right.
some fire in them. 2000s had some fire, but that was fun actually.
Yeah.
The 90s versus 2000s battle was fun.
Yeah, it was.
If I get anything, I would get vocal. I try to go snatch. I might try to go. I might go snatch some of those.
Okay. How you like this
Those
new
were fun.
vocal platform?
I like it. It looks good. I just hope they find a better way to bring people in. Um, that was the thing about Blab.
Yeah.
Blab drew people because everybody can just hop in and participate like it's Facebook, but you can see each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And conversations got interesting amongst strangers.
Yeah.
So people were on the sideline, and as many people wanted to just hop in and pay, pay attention on the sideline, they do it. And it's just a matter of who they see in the room. I want to go see what they're talking about, and you pop in on the sideline, see if these people are interesting. And if these people are interesting to you, any of them, you start popping in on them all the time, seeing who else whenever you see them in.
Right.
And it was, so you wasn't always with the same people.
Right.
It was a big community. So Blab was a lot more fun. This is a great look, though. This looks
Yeah.
a lot better than the other Get Vocal.
Right. I don't know how it looks on your end right now, but it's like I got a little studio sitting here in front of me.
Okay, yeah, I don't see that.
So
What I have is the us in two boxes. I can see that there's a background with some green leaves behind us. Uh, the chat is I'm pointing the opposite way, but the chat is you're right here.
yep.
On the other side of you is the chat box,
Yep.
which is on my right actually.
Yep. It's on my right too.
And then at the bottom, it has a description of the show, and then it has my picture, my profile picture, and
I gotta put one up still.
icon where I can well mine is just from my old Twitter or something. So I can see my microphone where I can mute, camera where I can cut my camera off, and something else. And I don't know what it is, and I want to click it. And
That's
then I
for the
got
shared
settings.
screen.
Yep, that's what it is. And then I got the settings. And that's all I got.
Oh, okay. Yeah, on this end, you got a place where you can outline your show, and you can have your outline sitting right there on your screen with you. You
Okay.
can do your branding. You can put banners up. You got the guests, and then you can click on the chat.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Sweet. Sweet. Likes and likes. Likes and likes.
Yeah, I
This is
kind of like.
yeah, this is dope. What was that? That was me?
I think so. I don't know. I
Yeah.
didn't play
I
nothing.
think it was me. I was in my settings and it happened when I saved my settings. I'm
Oh,
gonna do
okay.
it again, see if it do it again. It didn't do it again, so it was you. Uh oh, you know what it was?
What's that?
It was Alexa.
Now you got to whisper because Alexa
It
gonna go
just
crazy.
dawned on me that I said something that sounded like her name, and she responded to me. After a minute, the voice sounded familiar, and I was like, "But you know what's dope? Watch this. Let me see if my cord can reach.
Okay.
Hold on. Hey Alexa. Hi. Did you hear it?
No, I could barely hear it.
So, in other words, when I whisper at Alexa, she whispers back to me.
I was just going to say it sounded like she was whispering.
That's exactly what was happening because I whispered to her. So, therefore, it's discreet at night. So, if it's nighttime, you ain't got to wake everybody up. So, you whisper to her, and she
Okay.
whispers back. So we both quiet. She can
Okay.
keep it secret. I'm so glad I'm so glad you can't fuck her.
Just wait. Somebody's going to make a sex doll that you can put Alexa into.
That's okay, because she will not have that kind of conversation with you. I'm not gonna do it.
But
She ain't gonna do
we
it.
got to take a vote real quick.
Let's vote.
We got to vote on the
Number
dumbass.
2,
The Bigfoot guy.
Bigfoot.
The guy who killed his best friend while they was fishing because he thought he was going to feed him the Bigfoot.
I call him sucker
Sucker
Sasquatch.
squash. Sucker squash.
Sasquatch Bigosh.
It's actually between, because the other two stories, the other 3 stories are too dark. I just can't go there with them right now. But it's between Sucker Squatch and Tracker Bill.
Oh boy, Robert Tracker Trailer.
The guy who robbed the CVS and had a tracker put in his pills.
Damn. They put it. That is bad. That's bad.
Can we have a tie?
I don't know. I'm going with Sasquatch. I'm going with Sasquatch, man.
Yeah, because ain't nobody
You
ever
gotta,
seen.
not only do you have to believe that your friend wants to feed you to Bigfoot, you also got to believe in Bigfoot.
I was just finna say, ain't nobody never seen a Bigfoot. Everybody
Except
knows
on the TV commercial.
Right. Well,
And
not
then
only the
you
TV
didn't be
commercial.
having fun with him.
Right. Same thing on you hear about them on radio shows, but those are the radio shows that you fall asleep to at like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, like Coast to Coast AM. You know, radio shows like that. Radio shows that talk about weird shit. That's it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I listen to them to fall asleep.
Evidently.
So they talk about ghosts. They talk about all that shit. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah. Sucker Squatch, you are this week's
dumbasses, dumbass
of the week.
Yeah.
I already gave out the answer to the riddle, didn't I?
Yep.
Yep.
Post office.
Yep. Post office.
So we've been running long, man. We've been on for a minute.
Oh yeah,
I'm for an hour and a half. Shit.
I'm on my way out right now. So I'd like to thank everybody who joined us in the chat. I saw Lil Pork Chop was there for a minute. Said a lot of shit. Don't know what he said though. But it's been fun, OG. I had a lot of fun with this. So
hey, big up to Brittany Griner, man. Her lawyer came out today and said that was medicinal marijuana. She needed that for pain. Let her out of jail.
Oh shit. I didn't hear about that. But yeah, big up to Brittany Griner. Hopefully she'll be getting out soon and coming home soon. And can be back in the WNBA where one of OG's relatives is showing out right now. Ariel Powers.
In.
Man, I seen that 89 points in 3 games.
Getting it in.
Wow.
Better watch it. I told you Ariel ain't no joke.
Right?
I told you when they went there, I said, you don't understand. Ariel is fire, baby.
Right? She's bringing the links back.
Man, she bringing the links. She bringing the links, damn it.
So, but we'll see you this week when we do the showdown. When we do the Waves verse, we're doing the Waves verse this week, right?
I have no idea. I don't know. That's on Joe, man. That's on Joe. But I got. Oh, you know what? Hold up. You know what? I got something for you.
Okay,
Hold up. I'm looking for it right now. This ain't gonna take too long.
that's all good.
It's all good.
Yep,
You sure?
yep.
Ain't got nothing up?
Nope.
Because I want you to hear this. This is
Okay,
very serious. This is serious shit.
okay.
You know what it is. Come on. Hey, it's What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. Yo, we got a surprise episode of the What Up Doe Show coming at you right here, right now, baby. It's just me and Big Ed in the building. I'm your boy, OG Tim Wilson. I'm here with Big Ed. Ways couldn't make it. He had to go his own ways, and we got to let him go his own ways when he want to go his own ways. Yo, I'm in here live. It's Friday night. We on vocal. We getting it in. We on YouTube. We all up in your mouth. We all up in your face, because that's what we do on the What Up Doe Show. And all you people celebrating the birthday, I gotta say, happy birthday to all of y'all. I ain't got everything queued up. I wasn't ready. I didn't even know this was about to happen. But we here now, so let's get it in. Big Ed, what's going on with you, man?
Man, nothing much. Just chilling, man. Had
Man,
a
how
good
you
time
feel
with the
about
smoke
that?
session.
Huh?
Had a good time with the smoke session.
Yeah,
Happy to do
yeah.
the What Up Though show.
Well, you know how you feel about that jumping off the way that jumped off, man.
Hey, it's all good. It's all
You know
good.
what? The man said it's all good, then it's all good. I want y'all to quit complaining about it. Gummies done kicked in. You think it was about to shut down? Y'all smoking.
Hey, that's what we was doing in the smoke session. So
Hey, the gummies is in the building.
but you gotta give me about 20 seconds though.
He needs about 20 seconds.
Yep.
All right, all right. I'm gonna give him 20 seconds, y'all. I can give you more than that, actually, because I can't find the shit I'm looking for. What the fuck happened to the shit I was looking for? Nope. Nope. It's gone. What happened? There it is. Down, 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 down. So anyway, man, as I was saying, Brittany Griner, her lawyer filed for the shit, said she got medicinal marijuana. She had to smoke it for pain.
Yeah, playing basketball to fuck your knees up.
Yeah. My question is, you think that shit gonna work?
I hope so.
It would be nice.
Right.
It's a nice thought.
But there's a lot of political shit going on in Russia right
There's
now.
There's a lot of political shit going on. B, why are we just hearing that story?
What do you mean?
Why are we just hearing that story? Seems to me we would have heard about that a long time ago.
Oh no, because that just came out today.
I'm talking about if that was the story, why didn't we hear anybody say between the time she was arrested and now
Oh yeah,
that it was medicinal?
Right.
That's what makes it sound like, no, that's just your story. They got doctor's notes though.
Yeah.
They got doctor's notes.
And what team did she play for when she was here?
One of them motherfuckers. I have no idea. That's a damn shame.
If she played in a state where it was legal, where she can get medicinal,
that's a damn shame, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying, but
It's a
it
damn
ain't
thing we
Russia.
don't know what time.
But it ain't Russia.
Right.
Russia don't give a fuck.
Right.
Get your
But see,
medicinal weed head ass up out of here.
my thing is though, they making it sound like she was smuggling pounds of weed across the border.
Man, she was smuggling two
Two
fucking
vape
vapes.
pens. Two vape pens.
It might have been three. I don't know.
So she had a total of 2 grams of weed.
Yeah, she got busted. She got busted.
With 2 grams of weed.
Ass.
That actually reminds me. That actually reminds me of Wisconsin. I got busted with 2 grams of weed in Wisconsin. They tried to get me a year in prison.
See? And you wasn't even in Russia.
Hell no, that was in Wisconsin.
So, hey. We in a mansion somewhere in Wisconsin.
Nah, yeah. Fuck Lake
That nigga
Geneva.
said Wisconsin in a song and made it work. That was the dopest shit in music history.
That reminds me of a video I saw
No.
T-Pain earlier.
But that was the second dopest thing in music.
Yeah.
That dude made Wisconsin, used Wisconsin in the song, made it work. But that still didn't top Curtis Blow, who said stereo. And dropped the Boogaloo Flu in the same song. Nigga, can't Curtis Blow, because he's in the Hall of Fame for that alone. Who listens to the stereo? Not the stereo, the stereo. And the fact it's a stereo.
Right. It wasn't
The
just a
nigga got the
stereo.
Boogaloo Flu.
What the fuck is the Boogaloo Flu?
That's a good question. That's a good ass question. Before there was coronavirus, nigga, there was the Boogaloo Flu.
What, the flu
And
just
then
started making
nobody
you
had to wear
boogaloo?
a mask or nothing like that. People just caught it and rolled with it. We were men.
Wow.
This is now everybody's sissies.
Sissy.
Sissy. Yes, and he never heard of X-Clan.
Yeah.
That shit was blowing me away, man. That
Hey.
shit was shocking the hell out of me.
I remember in like the early 90s, we had the X-Clan and Kwame at the same show at Beloit Memorial High School.
We used to put some good shows on down there.
Yeah.
We used to put
No,
some good
this
shows.
was even before 105.9.
Okay, but that's a good show though. But still, people, there's shows down there. I'm not even talking about just 105.9. They knew how to put shows together. The people up there that was in that area
Yeah.
that was doing other stuff even the stuff that was outside of what we were doing,
Right.
they knew how to put shows together.
Yeah.
They used to have some good shows out there.
Yeah. It was just weird because I don't know who put this fucking show together. Because in my mind, hip hop was new right then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had just heard Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh, Lottie Dottie. That was the first rap I ever heard. And then all of a sudden, here comes X-Clan and Kwame with his polka dots. So I didn't get to go to that.
Was dope.
Yeah.
Kwame was dope.
Yeah, it was.
Latone used to love Kwame.
But yeah, that was the first hip hop show that I ever heard of in Beloit. It was
The first one in Detroit that I ever heard of was the first one that ever been here, and I was supposed to be there.
Damn.
It was free. It was downtown in Hart Plaza. So they didn't realize how big hip hop was getting.
Right.
And they used to do these free shows every Wednesday afternoon down at Hart Plaza.
Mm-hmm.
They would have some decent groups down there. You know, it'd be dope. And you skip school and go down there.
Right.
You know, or grown folks go, whatever. Which think when you think about it was a crazy fucking idea. We're gonna do a free concert downtown at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a weekday, on a Wednesday
Right.
afternoon. Now, or noon. It was at noon, is what it was. It was a noonday thing.
Mm-hmm.
So at noon we're gonna do a free concert downtown. How many motherfuckers do you think go skip school and go?
Shit, everybody.
Exactly. Well, they brought Run DMC down there.
Oh damn.
And this was when Run DMC just came out. All they had was It's Like That. And the flip side to It's Like That was Sucker MCs.
Ooh.
Most people had never heard Sucker MCs. Me and my crew heard it because we used to play it all the time. Because we
Right.
were DJing at the time. So we'd play, we were rapping. So we even wrote raps to that beat. So we was already into the game. So that was something that when that beat took us and we started saying, oh, that's dope, right? We started rolling with it. So that's all they had that was out. So all people knew, but It's Like That was such a big hit. They didn't realize how big a hit that was.
Right.
Nobody went to school that day. Nobody in the city of Detroit went to school that day.
Right.
Every Detroit high school was empty. And they turned it out. Because that's when we learned what hip hop was.
Right.
When they had the DJ, Jam Master J, my DJ, boom, and they was doing a bust out the beat and finished, hit the fourth line. Bro, incredible. That was the end of it. No more Wednesday afternoon party at Harts Plaza. That was not. They canceled that shit after that.
Right.
Canceled. No more. But that was the first one, and I ended up missing it. And then the next time they came Fresh Fest, and I went to the Fresh Fest.
Okay.
And I was Fat Boys, Nucleus, Jam on that.
Yep.
Nucleus, the Fat Boys, LL Cool J, Curtis Blow, Houdini, Run DMC.
Okay.
I feel like I'm missing one group, but I think that was it. And all of them was like new. I mean, Cool J had one album out. Houdini had two, but their first one wasn't a hit, so they only had the one hit album. Curtis Blow had a lot of songs, but he had a new album out. He had one song on it, but for the most part, he was old school. He was falling off. He was, Fat Boys had just came out. Their album wasn't even out yet.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so this was they coming out.
That was their coming out party.
But that was the first time we had ever seen somebody beatbox.
Yep.
We had never seen beatbox before that.
Who's that brings up a question. Who's the best beatboxer that you've seen? Or who do you think is the best beatboxer?
Okay, because I was gonna say if the best one that I've seen live is easy. That's Razel. Wasn't that his name? Used to roll with the Roots.
Okay.
I think his name was Razel. He was by far the best I've ever seen in person. Okay. And he might be the best I've ever seen. I'm gonna go ahead and give him the nod.
I'm gonna go with the one that's got the song "Make the Music with Your Mouth."
Biz Markie.
Yep.
Yeah, because you've never heard of Razel.
But that's crazy though, because I know the Roots.
Yeah. Now I don't know. I know he's down with them, but I don't think he's in the group. but
Okay.
I saw him. This is how I saw him. Here's some weird shit. If, great story here. Awesome story, y'all. About to, wait, you know what? You know what? You about to get it. You about to get a
I've been
good.
waiting for it.
You about to get a story right now. Um,
You better shut your white mouth. I'm not kidding you.
just let me listen. Um, so my boy Mark, I got a homie named Mark. I can't think of Mark's last name. That's killing me. But he used to do shows. Damn, I hate I can't think of his last name. Real cool brother. We were real cool back in the day. We were cool, and he used to put on shows, bring concerts to town, and so he and I kind of concocted I helped him concoct a strategy, and I told him I'd keep an eye out for groups that's coming to town, opening up for somebody else opening up for a bigger name,
Right.
right? So therefore, they're already in town. They're already getting paid.
Right.
You
And
can
that's where you
probably,
find new talent, actually.
huh?
That's where you find new talent.
No, stop.
Well,
Stop interrupting. You ain't listening. You got a group that's opening up for a big name that's coming to town. So they already in town. They already getting paid. They already got a place to stay. So all this is extra money for them and a chance for them to open up and spread their wings and do their thing because they contracted to they got to do a short time at the real concert.
right.
Tony ain't doing their whole catalog before Janet Jackson.
Right.
Okay, so Janet Jackson's gonna do their show, so they get to do a couple songs here, a couple songs, and then they done. So you can catch them relatively on the cheap because you ain't got to
Okay.
pay for travel, you ain't got to pay for hotel. All you got to do is throw them something. They already getting paid, so they don't need the big bucks. Just
Right.
throw them a little change to come down to another spot after they get done, and you can rock the house all night up in this motherfucker. You can play all your shit.
Yep.
As an artist, you want that.
Right.
And man, he started doing that shit, and we killed him. So we got Tony, and them motherfuckers came down and played for about 2.5 hours, dude.
Damn.
They played everything and some. But back to the story at hand. I went to Lollapalooza and Tribe Called Quest. I was going to, Tribe Called Quest was going to be at Lollapalooza.
Right.
And I told my boy, I said, Tribe Called Quest going to be at Lollapalooza, such and such, such. And he was like, all right, I'm going to get in touch with him to see if I can pull it off. And all I got out to deal with, I get into the show free. I get to go backstage and all of that shit. I wasn't getting paid for it. But, the fact that if I threw him the idea, I had carte blanche in the building, right?
Right.
So he got Tribe and he said, I'm going to get somebody else. Now I can get somebody else that ain't that expensive that can open up, right?
Yeah.
So he went and got MC8
Oh, damn.
to open up for Tribe. I went to Lollapalooza. Tribe did like 2, maybe 3 songs. So they was itching to get to the underground, get to my people, and let it loose. Because this was all mostly white folks out here. They was there for all the white groups, Smashing Pumpkins and shit like that.
Right.
So Tribe did their 2 or 3 songs that was out. So we get down to the warehouse. And this motherfucker is jam-packed for Tribe.
Damn.
MC8 comes out and bombs like a motherfucker. When I say he bombed hard.
Like you would expect for MC8 live.
Pretty much. He was terrible. And he was pissed. I couldn't even go speak to him. I was just like, what's up? Because he was hot. And Tribe was like, we ain't going up in front of that crowd. But we got somebody, if you let us put him up there, he'd warm up the crowd for us. Let him go up. And they sent Rozelle up on stage. Like, all
Okay.
right, let's see what happened. Rozelle got up there.
Cause ain't Tribe from Philly?
No, Tribe from the D. I'm from New York, rather. Tribe from
Oh,
New
okay.
York. And Rozelle got up there and turned that motherfucking place the fuck out. I mean, upside down, inside out. And he was just, yo, my name is Rozelle, I'm down with the Legendary Roots crew, blah, 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 blah. And I just want to do a little beatbox thing for you guys. And they're like, cool. And this motherfucker went, LL Cool J, LL Cool J is hard as hell. LL Cool J is hard. He's not doing this guy. He did it for a long time. He was doing it. Boom, boom, LL. And it was kind of like, oh, and then that nigga went, rock the bells. And when he did that rock the bells beat, bro. bro, that nigga. That fucking man rock the bells and start hitting them all. I don't know how he did it. And when I tell you this place went berserk, it went absolutely. But I was sitting. The first thing I thought when he busted into that mug, all I could look at him and think was, "Can Tribe follow this nigga?"
Oh yeah, Tribe could follow him.
Oh, bro, he was fire. He did that J. Rue the Damager beat. He was doing, man, Rozelle's cold, bro.
Okay.
Then he did that Moments of Love. Boom, doom, 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 doom. Man, that nigga cold.
Oh damn.
He cold. Uh, that was a great story, man. But then Tribe came out. Soon as Tribe came straight out, I was skeptical.
Yeah.
This might have been more than they bargained for. That's what I was thinking too. He was that good. He was that good. And they came straight out. Dun, dun, dun. Tribe Called Quest represent Detroit City represent. And that was it. They had the crowd from the first words out their mouth. They walked out there, said, Detroit City represent, man, forget about it. You forgot everything before that.
Hell yeah.
They rocked the house. They killed it. But anyway, man, I got another story.
What's that?
I have another exclusive. But I need some light. I can't see. Hold on. Sorry, close your eyes. I'm about to do the Men in Black. Boom, light flash on your ass. Uh, so Eminem got a new album coming out.
Yeah. Curtain Call 2.
Eminem got a new album coming out. It's called Curtain Call 2, right?
Yep.
So I guess that means Curtain Call was supposed to be his last album.
But
So now
actually,
he's turning it into a series.
but see, Curtain Call was actually a greatest hits album.
Yeah.
So I don't know which ones he's trying to put. I heard it's a bunch of old tracks, but there is some new tracks on it.
I'm assuming that cut he did with Snoop is on it.
Oh yeah, that's got to be on
I'm
it.
assuming that. I would think so.
From the LBC to the D.
So from the LBC to the D.
Hey, that was a dope ass track.
Yeah, that track's banging. So it comes out August 5th, right?
Uh huh.
August 6th, I have plans to go to Milwaukee with my son and take a ferry across from Muskegon.
Oh yeah, you were telling us about that last week.
Yeah, that sounds. I hope we can. I hope we have a lot of fun. I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh yeah. Going to the
Seems
Mill
like-
City.
Yeah, and then shoot over to Mad Town.
Oh shit, college party.
Yeah, but Evan's college age, so he's turning 20. He can't drink yet.
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah,
turning 20, not 21.
I got one who's 21st.
But it might be
Is
something that that once he does it, if he enjoys it, it's something that he might want to go do again without his parents.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got one who's turning 21 this month, actually on the
Okay.
23rd.
Okay.
So yeah, Ties is 23rd.
Okay.
So he'll be 21 this year. Oh God.
I did 21 once.
Yeah, I did it once
I
too.
took it like a man. I
Oh
took
yeah.
it like a man. You know what I did for John's 21st birthday? I
Huh.
don't be copying my shit. You got plans for his birthday? I ain't gonna tell you if
Oh
you
no,
got plans.
he's going to Wisconsin. He's going to a Brewers game and he's going to see Jeff Dunham at the Snapper Stadium. What?
Oh,
Not
okay.
Snappers no more. They're Sky Carps.
Okay. Okay. But I know what you're talking about when you say snappers.
Yep.
So so for DeJohn's 21st birthday, I called him up. I said, yo, man, I want to take you someplace special for your birthday. Cool. Jumped in the ride with me. Went downtown. Went to this little bar called Sweetwater Tavern.
Okay.
Sat at the bar and say, what's so special about this? I said, we're sitting at the bar. Give us 2 beers. So me and you never did. Sat down and had a beer together. Now you're 21. It's your 21st birthday. We sit down, we have a beer together like men. This year, all I'm getting you is your man card, nigga. Let's do that. And we sat there, we had a beer, and we kicked it for a minute.
Yeah.
And we kicked it like real ones, and then we stepped up out of there. And I said, now go have some fun with your people, nigga.
See, I wish I would have had that moment. That moment
Me
came
too.
That moment came later.
Yeah, well,
But
I didn't have it with my dad, but
right.
just eventually it got to the place where it was I drink beer, nigga. Right.
Yeah.
But I never had that moment where he sat me down and said, let's have a beer.
Well, see, I had my 21st birthday up here in Minnesota. And I was living with one of my buddies. So, I didn't get to have that moment with my biological father. But when I went back down to Beloit, the first thing, the man who raised me, my dad, first thing he did, we ended up at the bar together. And it was actually unplanned. I went to work. I got off work. I went to the bar because it was on the way home from work. And he was there. And my aunt was the bartender. So, me and my dad ended up sharing a big ass bowl of wings and a couple beers together for the first time. And it was a good time. It was one of the best times of my life.
Sweet.
That's actually where the big egg comes from.
I follow you. So, yo, man, I want to thank anybody that joined us here tonight, and I want to give y'all just a little something real quick, and I gotta go get another beer. Be right back. Joe? The What Up Joe? What Up Joe show. It's a chameleon, man. I can say that with anything and it works. I can say
Yeah.
that with anything. Works.
Yeah, it does.
Greatest theme song of all time. That's the only reason I can't change the name of the show.
Right.
Because I came up with the greatest jingle ever. So I have to let it roll. The What Up Joe show. So anyway,
Hey, did you notice the new picture?
the dogs?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
That's kind of cool.
Yes, I did notice the dogs shooting pool. Did you notice this is a guy, a hat, some sunglasses, a mustache, and a bow tie?
we just
Did
put
you ever
up.
notice that?
We just put that one up though.
You ever notice that? It's a hat,
Oh yeah,
sunglasses,
it
mustache, and a bow tie.
actually looks like you with sunglasses and a top hat on.
I do not have a mustache like that. This dude got a curl up. He got a roll up. Okay?
He got the roly fingers going on.
Oh shit! I'm gonna do mine because I got a hat like that too. Hold up.
See, there you go. Hell yeah. Oh man.
Never noticed that, man. It is me. Good observation. I just bought a new bow tie, and I gotta remember how to tie it.
Oh shit. I ain't never worn a bow tie in my life.
I used to wear one every Thursday. You had bow tie Thursday,
Okay.
and then I started working with a guy who wears bow ties every day, and I like, all right, I'll let that be your thing.
See, I always associated the bow tie with the Muslims on the corner selling the bean pies and trying to give you the final call newspaper.
And okay, and I have nothing against him. Just to be clear,
Right. Me neither.
uh,
Me neither.
nothing against him. Nothing against the brothers.
But
Um,
that's what I always associated the bow tie with.
and that's fair. You know why they wear bow ties?
No.
You know how to tie a necktie.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were in the reason they wear bow ties, if you were in a conflict, you're wearing a necktie, they could grab your tie, pull it, and choke you.
Yep. It's like a noose. I
In a
just
blow
thought
tie,
about
they
that.
can in a bow tie, they grab it and snatch it, try to choke you with it, it'll come apart.
Yep.
And it unties. And now you just hold now you're standing there with your arms open like this. And I can bust you in your shit. And that's why cops wear clip-on ties.
Yeah.
Because if you ever try that with them, it didn't work. Boom, got you. But that's why they wear bow ties.
Okay. I never knew that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was tempted to join at one time in my life,
I was tempted too.
and my boy joined. And
I was
now
like,
he
oh,
the man. He the top dog.
yeah.
He top dog now here in
Huh.
Detroit. Nobody over Machete.
See, I was
How's
like,
that? His real name was Machete.
that's his real
Machete
name.
Bibbs.
That's on
That
his
was
birth
his real
certificate.
name. Yes, Machete Bibbs. That's his
Oh wow.
given name. Machete Bibbs. And it's not spelled like the weapon. Um, we used to call him Mooch for short.
Okay.
And That was my boy. Me and Mooch, that was my boy. And we used to listen to all that X Clan type shit, and we used to read up on shit, and we was into the Public Enemy X Clan movement that era.
Right.
And he ended up joining. He went and joined,
Okay.
and shit, he stayed with it. Now he changed his name to Machete X. First, he changed his name to Machete X because he didn't have a name yet.
Right.
And then he changed it. Now he's Machete Muhammad, and he's been Machete Muhammad since.
Okay.
And he's the man here. He took over. He's the guy. He is the guy in the nation in Detroit's chapter in Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah, he's top dog.
See, I got into that movement for a minute, but it was almost like damn near every young black man I know, a period where I was incarcerated. It's like every black man every young black man nowadays goes to jail, and that's where they find either Muhammad or they find God or Allah. And that's where I was at that point.
Okay,
So, not there now.
got you, man. I know one thing. I
What's
need
that?
this light to see these stories, but this light is killing me. All right, so a transgender swimmer, Leah Thomas, of Penn State, has been nominated NCAA Woman of the Year.
Even though she almost got her title stripped from her and has been told that she can no longer swim as a woman. That's what they told her now. I don't, yeah. I don't know. It's
Is it? I guess there's an important question that
what's that?
we got the guts to ask here. Um, Whether I would have the guts to say it on national television, I don't know. If I was, because it would be somebody's job on the line if they had the guts to do it. That's why it takes guts to do it.
Yeah.
Is it an insult to women for a transgender man to get Woman of the Year? It's like the highest standard of is that an insult?
This would actually be the second man that got
Yeah, it
Woman
would.
of the
But
Year.
is that an insult to women? Is my question. Or are women okay with that? You couldn't find a woman that was born a woman to be Woman of the Year.
I could actually say that, yeah, that is an insult to women. But it's
Oh.
part of our misogynistic culture.
What you mean by that?
Our culture is extremely patriarchal and misogynistic, where
You can't define a word with the word.
men where men are at the top and women are a step beneath men.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We rule the world. That's what everybody thinks, and that's what everybody says, except for Indian cultures. Indian cultures and Mexican cultures and some African cultures hold the women at a higher regard. Women runs the shit. And there's actually a reason for that, because back then women did run run shit.
I hate to admit this. It's another thing that nobody has the guts to say out loud. It's happening to the African American culture. Black women are succeeding at a much faster rate and a higher rate than black men.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but they are. More black
Mhm.
women are going to school and black men are going to prison. And the question is, does that make our race weaker or stronger when it comes to competing? Because they're up against white men.
Yeah.
Their competition is white men. And the cat's out the bag. Everybody's doing each other. You know what I'm saying? So white men doing black women doing white men, and everybody's doing everything now.
Right.
That cat's out the bag. The gay people out the bag. The gay games. It's all out the bag. Everybody doing everybody.
Yep.
But black women are going to school, and black men are going to prison, and so they are passing the black men by, and they're falling into a world where they're seeing more white men than black men. And does that make us stronger or weaker? They're carrying the culture.
I'd say it makes us actually stronger because a lot of black men, most black men that I know, have dropped the ball. I'm not saying all, but
But
most.
what are you saying? What do you mean by that? Drop the ball.
They glorify money over everything. Period. A lot of the black men I know glorify money over everything at any cost. Selling drugs to the community, selling guns to the community, killing everybody in sight. That's what I see going on up here. Everybody killing everybody over old family wars, over bullshit. Kids be
So
damned.
my question is, how is this making us stronger?
It's giving us a sense of leadership. I mean, like now we got Kamala Harris as the vice president. Whether people like her or not, she is a black woman that's vice president.
Okay.
We got
Okay.
Ketanji
I'm
Brown
not
Jackson.
okay. So I'm going. That's a situation. That's reaccentuating the point that black women are passing black men up. The most powerful black person in the country today is a black woman,
Right.
right? It's
Two
not a
black
black
men.
man, but not a
Two
black
black
man,
No.
not a black man, a black woman. Um, so I say does that make us weaker or stronger? And I'm asking you, how does that make us stronger? I haven't heard you said it makes us stronger. How?
I feel it as a sense of I don't know. Really can't say it's a sense of leadership, but it gives younger black women something to aspire to.
What is it doing to black men? Does it make us as a race weaker or stronger that the women have this, but the men don't? We have something to aspire to. NBA, be an athlete, where there's 420 jobs available. You got a good percentage of them, though. That's one way to go. The NFL, another one, same situation.
But I see
Or,
Barack
hey, maybe
Obama.
you'll make it as a rapper. Or maybe you'll make it as a rapper or a singer. That's the odds even greater. The odds even stacked up higher against you.
But that's because we spent
Athletic.
so much time beating Barack Obama down because of what he didn't do, instead of aspiring to be what he did do. You know what I'm saying? We tell our kids,
And
yeah, this the path.
I'm not putting that on Barack Obama.
No, I'm not putting it on Barack. I'm putting it on the rest of the culture for saying Barack didn't do what he was supposed to do.
Okay.
But I instead see what Barack did to help build us up.
I'm gonna move on because
Okay.
that response got me so confused. I forgot what the fuck I said.
Okay.
What are we talking about? Practice?
All right. So Tiger Woods missed the cut at the Open today.
Oh wow. I didn't know that.
And he appeared to have been caught crying on his way to the 18th hole.
Wow.
How the mighty.
It's a man coming to terms with what his career is now. You can't do it at the high level that you once did it. Everybody's game suffers at some point. Father Time is unbeaten.
But it's more than Father Time.
Oh yeah, he didn't have a lot more shit than Father Time. But
he got
Father
the
Time
back injury. He had the back injury when the wife chased him with the golf club and he hit the tree, right? But then he just not too long ago he flew off a cliff.
Yeah.
They like amazed that he was alive. Lost his legs. He fucked up.
Yeah.
It's more than Father Time fucking with him. He's battling more than Father Time. He's Father. What a time I had.
He's dealing with what my daughter is dealing with right now. The consequences of his actions.
Okay. Look, man, I ain't gonna hold you too much longer, man. I thought we had. Say what?
It's you do certain shit, and you gotta accept the consequences.
All right, man. We get the point. God damn. So, all right, I'm not going down that road, man. The man went through his. He had his life. So shit. So act like he the only nigga that cheated. Come on, man. Everybody be on that bullshit.
I wasn't even talking about him.
Leave that man alone. Leave that man alone. Yo, this was the What Up Doe show. What you know? Yo, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank my boy Big Ed for being in here. We had some good discussions tonight, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. For the most part, anyway. I know I'm gummy. Ow. And there's a fly in here. He's about to die. And I want to say big up to my boy Waze and everybody that tuned in. I hope you enjoyed it. We out of here like last year. I don't know when it'll happen again. It was a surprise, man. It just happened. So that's how we did it. I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson. That's my boy Big Ed. We out. Peace. Get on the floor, work that